Tamar Braxton reveals how Trina's white husband made their life hell, a deep dive into the Braxton family's struggles. The Braxton family has never been shy about airing their personal lives in the public eye. Through their long-running reality series Braxton Family Values, the world has come to know the complexities, joys, and struggles of the famous sisters and their relationships with each other. But even in a family where drama is often at the forefront, few revelations have hit as hard as Tamar Braxton's recent candid comments about her sister Trina's former husband, Gabe Solis. In a resurfaced video and recent social media buzz, Tamar didn't hold back as she opened up about how Gabe made their lives a living hell. This article explores the timeline of Trina's marriage to Gabe, the issues that tore apart not only their relationship but affected the entire Braxton family, and Tamar's role in shedding light on the emotional turmoil they endured. We'll also delve into how race, infidelity, and loyalty played significant roles in the drama that unfolded. The beginning: Trina and Gabe's tumultuous relationship. Trina Braxton married Gabe Solis in 2003. From the outside, the couple looked happy. Trina was known for her humor and vivacious personality, and Gabe appeared supportive and devoted. However, as Braxton family values progressed, cracks began to form in the carefully constructed public image. Tamar, known for her fiery attitude and protective nature over her sisters, often butted heads with Gabe. Their interactions were filled with sarcasm, passive aggression, and moments of clear tension. According to Tamar, there was more going on behind the scenes than what the cameras captured. Gabe wasn't just a thorn in Trina's side, he was a disruptive force in the entire family's dynamic. Tamar's explosive revelations. In a YouTube interview that has since gone viral, Tamar Braxton laid bare her true feelings about Gabe. With emotions ranging from anger to exhaustion, Tamar described Gabe's presence in their family as toxic and controlling. According to her, he manipulated Trina emotionally, was often disrespectful to the rest of the family, and tried to create divisions between the sisters. "He would come into our lives and try to act like he was one of us," Tamar said. "But all he did was make everything harder for Trina, and for us." She further elaborated that Gabe didn't just harm Trina emotionally, but contributed to the unraveling of family trust. He would often get into arguments with the sisters, question their loyalty to Trina, and even go behind Trina's back to communicate with family members in ways that Tamar deemed inappropriate. Infidelity, cybersex, and public embarrassment. One of the most public and humiliating aspects of Trina and Gabe's marriage was the infidelity. Gabe admitted to engaging in cybersex and other inappropriate online behavior. For a family that had become synonymous with Black excellence and sisterhood, this was both shocking and disheartening. On the show, viewers saw Trina confronting Gabe over his online indiscretions. Tamar, never one to sugarcoat her opinions, reacted with visible disgust. She often said that Trina deserved better and was wasting her time trying to fix something that was beyond repair. In one emotional episode, Trina broke down in tears, revealing that Gabe's betrayal made her feel worthless. Tamar, sitting beside her, was seething, not just at Gabe, but at the situation her sister had been forced to endure for years. Tamar's recent commentary has brought all of this back to the surface. She said that watching her sister go through such trauma was one of the most painful things she's ever had to witness. And it wasn't just about romantic betrayal, it was about watching someone she loved be systematically broken down. Racial dynamics. A white husband in a Black family. While Tamar never directly accused Gabe of racism, her comments alluded to the cultural disconnect that existed between Gabe and the rest of the Braxtons. As a white man married into a high-profile Black family, Gabe was expected to adapt, learn, and respect their cultural norms. However, Tamar hinted that Gabe often behaved like an outsider trying to control the inside. "He didn't understand us, and instead of trying, he judged us," Tamar explained. This issue, while subtle, played a major role in the growing rift. Family gatherings became tense, conversations were filtered, and Tamar said they all started walking on eggshells whenever Gabe was around. It was no longer a matter of him just being Trina's husband, he had become a disruptive presence in their sacred sisterhood. Tamar's protective nature. Tamar has always been the most outspoken of the Braxton sisters. Whether you love her or hate her, one thing is clear, she fiercely loves her family. In her revelations about Gabe, Tamar made it clear that her primary concern was Trina's well-being. "I tried to support her decisions, I really did," Tamar said. "But every time she took him back, it felt like we were back at square one." She described a cycle of emotional abuse. Gabe would act out, Trina would threaten to leave, he'd apologize, and she'd take him back. According to Tamar, it was exhausting, not just for Trina, but for everyone who loved her. Tamar also revealed that she often had to bite her tongue for the sake of peace, which is not something she's known for. There were so many times I wanted to scream at him, to tell him to leave her alone, to stop hurting her. But I stayed quiet because Trina asked me to. The breaking point. Trina eventually divorced Gabe in 2015, citing irreconcilable differences. Although there were attempts at reconciliation, the damage was done. Gabe passed away in 2018 from cancer, and Trina's public reaction was one of sorrow but not surprise. Tamar, in her interview, reflected on Gabe's passing with a mix of compassion and candor. "I didn't want anything bad to happen to him. I just wanted him to stop hurting my sister." She said that his death brought a lot of unresolved feelings to the surface. There was guilt, pain, and also relief. The chapter had closed, but the scars remained. The aftermath. Since Gabe's death, Trina has moved on with her life and eventually remarried. While she has not spoken in detail about Tamar's recent comments, it's clear that the sisters have found a way to heal and support each other beyond the trauma. Tamar's revelations, however, serve as a stark reminder of what they endured together. For fans who watched Braxton Family Values, it adds context to many of the awkward, tense moments on the show that were never fully explained. It also shines a light on the emotional labor that family members, especially women, are often forced to take on when someone they love is in a toxic relationship. Tamar carried a lot of that burden, and now, years later, she is finally speaking her truth. Social media reactions. Fans of the Braxton family have taken to social media to express their support for Tamar's candidness. Many praised her for defending her sister, even when it cost her peace of mind. "I always knew Gabe was shady. Tamar was the only one brave enough to call it out," wrote one user on X, formerly Twitter. Others expressed sadness for Trina and the pain she had to go through. "She deserved so much better. I hope she's finally found happiness," another user posted. The revelations have also sparked conversations about emotional abuse, family loyalty, and the pressure women face to keep the peace in dysfunctional relationships. Final thoughts. Tamar Braxton's decision to speak out about Gabe Solis is not just celebrity gossip. It's a powerful reminder that behind the glam and fame, real families deal with real pain. Tamar's raw honesty underscores the importance of standing up for loved ones, even when it's uncomfortable or unpopular. Her comments may reignite old wounds, but they also serve as a form of closure. For Tamar, speaking out wasn't just about Gabe, it was about reclaiming her family's narrative and honoring the truth behind the smiles we all saw on TV. In the end, Tamar's message is clear. No one should have to suffer in silence, and family should always be a place of healing, not harm.